Hey, welcome back. This is Dance Commander, and you're watching my Arma 3 Let's Play video. At the end of the last video, we had to move the base because I was followed back by a drone, and we relocated the base from the abandoned town of Phosha, north up this road, to be just off the road here. There's actually a bit of a gradient right along here that makes it so we can't be seen by vehicles going by off the road, but we are really quite close to this AAF outpost. And I've advanced the clock, so it is early morning the next day. I think it's about 5:55 a.m. And I've called in a NATO supply drop because I want to see if I can get some additional equipment before we start our missions for the day. Okay, had a hard time getting rid of that clock for some reason. So we're just kind of by the sea here, and otherwise kind of an unremarkable base location. I don't want to stay here for real long, but one of the reasons I advanced the clock was that I wanted to get the mission timers reset and see what new missions I could get. I have gotten a Destroy the Radio Tower mission, as well as a couple missions I want to do in Oreo Castro. That's drifting. That's really drifting. So another reason to take the base was time that's because I had stolen this truck. That was that also was super interesting that really happened. Whoa, where did that go? Oh, right here. It's just one of the details that it's that ammo drops have this signal. So I had 8 NATO points when I did this, and let's see what we got. Okay, so similar to last time, couple M4s, couple HEDPs, got a laser designator, and a bipod, both of which are good, some more of these chest armor pieces that I'm using, and another remote designator. I had really been hoping for some gun scopes, but this'll do. And we'll just get this loaded up here. So if you look at the top, you'll see that I have 11 HR as a result of the refugees mission, but also that my money has gone from about 1,200 pounds or sorry, 1,200 euro to 2,200 this night vision scope off because it's a little too valuable to risk. But we're gonna keep this sick beret because, you know, I don't even need to explain myself further than that. And we're gonna get suited up here because the plan, and I kind of scouted this out before, is gonna be to push into this outpost. And to explain, there is a mission here that will give me some NATO points and probably some money, but there is also gonna be an ammo box in here somewhere. And I want to loot that ammo box because the base ammo boxes tend to be much better than the kind of NATO drops I'm getting. The other thing I was able to find in my scouting mission is that there is a roadblock located right about here. And there is another roadblock that I saw somewhere in here. I don't really want to mark it because I don't feel quite as confident about its location, but it's in here somewhere. And both of these roadblocks seem to be spawned off of this base, though it's possible that this roadblock is associated with the dump. The bottom line is that I can't get up this road while this base is held, so we're going to need to push in and see what we can do to clear it out. So ideally I'd want to have a grenade launcher for this, but I don't think I really have enough underbarrel grenades. I have 6 underbarrel grenades. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the M4, and in addition to that M4, also, I've noticed when I'm listening to the recordings now that I'm actually listening to my recordings that I tend to click my lips a lot, and I don't know how people feel about that. I feel like it must be really aggravating, so I apologize for that, and I will try. I just did it again. I don't even notice that I do it, but I'm going to try to keep a lid on doing that. So what do we want to take here? Why don't we take one of these here? And you know what? We're going to get a little squad together for this. So I've got all this money, so I think the first thing we want to do is we want to buy an armed off-road.
Reinforcements have arrived.
And unfortunately this thing only sits 3, or I might use a little more HR and get a couple more guys.
Get in that vehicle. Copy that.
But we're going to spawn a medic and an engineer, and
Standing by. Waiting.
tell these guys both to hold fire,
Hold
because I
fire.
don't want them going off without being told to. But we are going to grab one more thing before I attack the space. Which is going to be an Igla launcher, because sometimes when you attack a base, there's a chance that we will get, so I shouldn't say sometimes, always when you attack a base, there's going to be a QRF that's generated, quick reaction force that's generated from a nearby base. And sometimes this will be a couple of UCs, that's a completely bad situation. Sometimes this will be an MRAP or squads mounted in some kind of transports. Other times it's squads mounted in helicopters. If we do get attacked by some squads mounted in transport helicopters, or of course by a gunship helicopter, I really do want the option of having that Igla just so we have some say in the matter. But so right now, what I want to do is I want to move into these buildings here. And then we're going to see what we can see moving between these hills, and then as long as it looks opportune, we're going to move into the valley and strike. This gun on the back of this off-road has really, really long range. Oh, I gotta kill the trader mission created. Again, up in Oreo Castro, so all the more reason you really need to get in there and open that up. So I just heard gunfire. That shouldn't be anyone shooting at me. Let's take a look at this here. So I am using a laser designator here, which is one of the... I think I'm back here and I need to be up here. Which is one of the nice things that you get from NATO drops. Easy now. Easy. And the nice thing that laser designators do, like if I'm playing online with friends, they're really nice because you can point out specifically what you're looking at to your friends. But beyond that, they also let you precise range from you, which is really helpful when it comes to serial gun sights. So I think I may have blown our surprise here, but this is the base right here, and that's the ammo box we want to steal. And that's a squad that we're going to be kind of concerned about here. So just to give you a demonstration of what makes the laser designator so useful, if I look up along the top here, I can see it says range 376. Okay, so that means, oh, and these guys have igloo launchers as well. Interesting. I want to steal those. You see up there, you can see it says 376. So now I can take my rifle, and for those of you who don't play Arma, I can zero it out to 400 meters, and now I've got them sighted correctly. So we're going to use the... So at 400 meters, we're outside of the enemy's ability to comfortably hit us with walls.
Dismount.
But we're not completely outside of their range. There's a lot of risk associated with what I'm about to do.
Standing by. Panas, gunner.
We're going to order the engineer to
Copy
get
that.
into the back.
Ready.
Actually, we're not going to
Panas,
let you hold the
dismount.
phone, guys.
Understood. Wait.
Okay, you guys have hold fire on. Just
Move
gonna
up.
You up there.
Copy. Standing by.
So I know these guys are about 400 meters away. So we're going to set our sights to 400 meters. Panas, I need you to get in as a driver, buddy.
Panas, driver, get into the vehicle. Standing by. Forward. Stop. Backward. Stop.
and we are going to set you up as our support fire here.
Clear. Standing by.
And one of the reasons I have my combat medic on fire is because I want to make sure that it doesn't have anything better to do than coming to get me up when I go down.
On the way.
But Antis and I are going to
Antis,
push up.
fall back. There go.
And at this stage in the game, the AAF probably doesn't really have any better optics than I do. So I'm being a little crazy here, just kind of pushing in, but at the same
Man,
time,
half a click. Bearing 030.
I'm not enormously concerned about taking a random shot while running.
Rifleman, 400 meters. 030. Target in sight.
From one of these guys, you get away with iron sights. So I'm not sure why I lost the refugees evac mission there, but we're going to leave Panas up on the hill to give us that fire support. Maybe got a little crazy there.
Static MG, 600
Oh.
meters, northwest.
Oh
Target
boy.
down. Static MG, 600 meters, northwest.
Which is really bad.
Soldier, half a click, northwest.
It
Half a
is.
click, bearing 330.
I'm gonna go into the close and see. I didn't scout this out, and I'm actually under fire from 2 machine guns right now. So, oh my god, you're still alive. Antis,
Antis,
hold
hold fire. Antis, move 300 meters,
Did you get
right.
it, buddy?
Half a click, bearing 330. Antis, hold fire. Ready to fire. Antis, move 100 meters, right. Solid copy. Antis, get ready. Antis, move 300 meters, right. Copy.
Okay, we're gonna have Antis get out. Let's jump back. Alright, he's done. Antis, where you at, buddy?
Man, half a click, northwest.
Okay. I just want to get that
600
gradient behind
meters,
us.
northwest.
Antis, where did you go, man?
Antis, return to formation. Understood.
Antis? Alright, I can't worry about it right now. There he is.
Report position.
And at this point in the campaign, the AI may seem kind of bad, and because they're
Soldier,
just not very high
400
level
meters,
yet,
northeast.
you're kind of in a race against the AAF, actually.
He's down.
So, unfortunately, the only thing I have covering my head is
Soldier,
this sick
400
beret.
meters,
So,
030.
hopefully it's lucky, because I don't think it has much protection properties. These are those guys that we were able to take down with the technical before.
Target's down.
Kind of see it there.
Report position. He's down.
Okay, so Panas has been giving us really good covering fire.
Scratch one. Target down. 80 soldier, 300 meters, northeast.
So you
Target
can see on the
neutralized.
edge of the screen here, I can see some intel. Oh no. Okay, Panas.
Panas, dismount. Solid copy. Waiting. Paras!
So
Move 100
unfortunately,
meters!
in our
Right!
zeal,
Understood.
I managed to blow the wheels off this thing.
Paras, repair that
So
vehicle.
I need Panos to come
Understood.
down here and deal with that. We have completed this destroy the radio tower mission, which has given us quite a bit of NATO support. Let's see what kind of stuff we have.
Cover me!
Okay, so a lot of rocket tubes. Unfortunately, not a whole lot else here. I was really hoping
Covering
for some
fire!
explosives. But we do have an MPZ rail, which is really nice. That will allow me to turn one of these AKs into something that can take a NATO scope. So,
Cover me! Move out! Rifleman, half click northwest. Okay, let's go.
okay,
Antis,
You should
move
stay
100 meters. Right. Waiting.
okay, we do have an enemy MRAP there. I just want to make sure this side of the hill is clear. And we are not going to attempt to contest that roadblock because that's a really big kill. So it does look like the base is largely clear. When it comes to one of these radio tower missions, there's two ways to resolve it. The first is that you can capture it, and the second is that you can destroy it. So we've captured it now, which has given us some intel. And all that intel really showed is that we're at such an early point in the game that the AI progression hasn't reached to the point where they get any cool toys. So, so progression is partly determined, if you look at the top of the screen, by this thing that says Army XP. You can see there's a bunch of little chevrons that show a 0 going to a 1, and the green shows the level of...
Ready. Ready.
support that
Get
I
in
have,
that vehicle.
or sorry,
Copy
the level
that.
of experience that I've been able to attain, and you just get experience by, and this is new with 1.7, by fighting enemies.
Ready. Standing by.
So we're going to steal this ammo box, and we really want to get out of here before the QRF arrives, because I don't know exactly what form that QRF is going to take, but it's either going to be some helicopters or... Fuck. It's either going to be some helicopters or some squads in a truck, or maybe even squads in MRAPs. And all of those are bad, because I really have no way to deal with any of that. We're otherwise not really going to try to contest this outpost. There's not a lot of profit in doing it. Okay.
Area clear.
Great.
Disembark! Copy. Waiting. Paras! Get in that vehicle!
No, no, no.
Welcome. Paras! Move right! On the way. Move right! Understood. Move right! On the way.
So we're just going to make sure that we don't lose this armed technical because these are pretty expensive, and as you saw, they're pretty damn useful. So we're going to want to make sure we get this back to base.
Paras! Dismount! Copy that. Paras! Driver! Get in that vehicle! Roger that. Standing by. Paras! Move back!
So, one of the things you're going to see... I'm sorry, this truck engine is so loud. It's... Ooh, no, I don't want to do that at all. This truck engine is so loud. We're going to turn the effects down. You know what, we're going to turn the effects down just all the way, because I want you to be able to hear me, and hopefully there's no more shooting going on right now. So, the AI sometimes can drive, and other times they... Oh god, where did you go? Sometimes they really struggle with it, so I have to kind of babysit Panos while we get down to the road. Once we're on the road, we should be in good shape, but the AI definitely struggles to drive off-road. And where did you go, dude? Oh, you went up there. Okay. So yeah, he's trying to follow me, but he can't quite figure it out. So we're gonna do a trick here that I don't think I've shown you yet, but it's a really nice, merciful thing that the mod creators have decided to put in. And it's something that allows you to directly control your AI. So we're going to go in here and go to AI Management, Temporary AI Control. Oh, I need to do this again. AI Management, Temporary AI Control.
Antis! Dismount! Understood!
So we're gonna like jump into Panos's brain, and we're just gonna mind control him back to base. We're just gonna say, you need to do what I'm telling you.
Light him up! Waiting!
Antis, you're gonna get in.
Get in that vehicle! Copy that!
And the problem with this is that sometimes when you jump out of your commander player's body, your commander player like issues orders, like it tells everybody to open fire and get out of the vehicle. So, ooh, come on, Panos. Come on, buddy. I believe in you.
Medic!
Oh man, I believe in you. Oh, you're a little hurt, aren't you? You're a little hurt? So, one of the things to understand is that this is not the fault of Antistasi's creators. This is really an issue that is from base Arma, and it's a pretty serious problem.
Paras! Dismount! Understood. Standing by.
But it's it adds some character to the game, and it's probably the single biggest difference between single player and multiplayer.
Dismount!
Other than, you know,
Antis!
being
Move
able
up!
to play with your
Paras!
friends,
Move up!
is that
Standing by!
in
Roger that.
multiplayer you can, you know, coordinate multiple vehicles together, and in single player it's really, really hard if you're going to go off-road. So, I'm going to get all this stuff back in the box, just so I can move faster.
Clear. Standing by.
Okay, Antis, heal him.
Antis, heal that soldier. Solid copy.
I'm probably not really selling anybody on the mod right now. I do play this online with some friends, and I think this weekend we're going to play again, and I'll stream that then.
Standing by.
So you can kind of see what it looks like when you've got some players together. I don't really want to say that single player is better than multiplayer or the other way around, because they're just kind of different experiences. Multiplayer is very much like a fun, let's get together and stomp on some AI and figure this out, whereas single player is really much more of, you know, you have a little more freedom to role play and kind of go at your own pace, and you don't have to worry about keeping everybody in the group engaged. You just have to worry about keeping your streaming audience engaged, I guess. So we're just gonna sell this truck because I don't really have a need for it. It's redundant with this other truck, and we're just gonna leave this off-road here because it's actually a fairly good strong point for the base if I just need to jump on the gun. You guys did great. So currently it shows that we still control the outpost, but realistically speaking, we're not going to be able to hold that for very long. I'm sure that squads from the roadblocks are both advancing on it, and there's a QRF that's almost certainly coming from this airfield or from this base that's going to retake it, and I obviously don't have any soldiers garrisoned here, so we're going to lose the radio tower, we're going to lose the outpost, but that's okay because we got some free weapons, and if they take it back, we can just take it back again. As much as I would like to go into Oreo Castro and deal with these missions, I think I'm going to have to do a persistent save and come back to this tomorrow because it's past my bedtime and I have work in the morning. So, you can get up now, buddy. So, one more thing before we close. I've had some people ask me what mods I'm running, and here is the list, if you can see. So I have RHS AFRF, which is the Russian weapons, RHS USAF, which is the, you haven't seen anything other than that NATO Black Hawk, but that's the NATO weapons, RHS Green 4, which isn't actually used by Antistasi, and then I have JSRS, which is a sound mod. I use the XLA fixed arsenal, which eliminates some of the possible bugs you can have with the ammo box. I use a retexture called Dusty's RHS project. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what this does. It's recommended by the mod creators, but there doesn't really seem to be any change that I can notice, and the patch notes on it are pretty poor. So, and then I just use CBA-A3. So, without anything else, I think I'm going to head to bed, and I'm going to get this video uploading, and thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed my little base assault. My one closing comment is going to be that the game gets a lot harder once I get this second chevron of XP up in the corner, because right now the AI is only a couple levels of training above my AI, and they don't have, as you saw with the intel, any advanced vehicles or advanced weapons unlocked. They don't have optics on their rifles, they don't have really any of the cool gear. That's going to change as soon as I start to make a little bit more progress, and we could find ourselves in a lot of trouble pretty quick. So, with nothing else, thanks for tuning in, and have a good night.